1. The following are the types of research methodologies used except A. Qualitative research methodology, B. Quantitative research methodology, C. A and B only, D. None of the above. Answer is D. None of the above. Why? So the question is asking us to identify the types of research methodologies not used. Now, both qualitative and quantitative research methodologies are indeed commonly used approaches in research. So options A and B are out. Option C says A and B only, which means it's referring to qualitative and quantitative methodologies, which we already established are both used. So, the correct answer is D, none of the above, because both qualitative and quantitative methodologies are indeed used in research. 2. The following are the types of research design except A. Descriptive studies, B. Cross-sectional survey, C. Systematic sampling, D. Cohort studies. Answer is C. Systematic sampling. To understand why, let's break this down. Descriptive studies, cross-sectional surveys, and cohort studies are all types of research designs used in various studies. Systematic sampling, on the other hand, is a method used within research designs, not a research design itself. So, the correct answer here is C, systematic sampling. 3. Any organized inquiry that is carried out to provide information for solving problems is termed as A. Survey, B. Project, C. Analysis, D. Research. Answer is D. Research. Let's explain. This question is about the definition of research. Research is indeed any organized inquiry conducted to provide information for solving problems. Surveys, projects, and analysis are all activities that can be part of the research process, but they're not the overarching term for the entire process itself. So, the correct answer here is D, research. 4. Sampling is A. Making variables measurable, B. Selection of a subset of individuals from within a statistical population to estimate characteristics of the whole population, C. Collecting variables, D. Is the study with an aim of establishing relationships between study variables. Answer, B, and this is why. Sampling is the process of selecting a subset of individuals or items from a larger population to estimate characteristics of the whole population. It's a fundamental aspect of research, allowing researchers to draw conclusions about a population without having to study every single individual within it. So, the correct answer here is B. 5. The following are the stages of the sampling process except A. Defining a population of concern, B. Specify sample method, C. Determine sample size, D. Using available information. Answer, D. Using available information, because the stages of the sampling process include defining a population of concern, specifying the sample method, and determining the sample size. Using available information might inform the sampling process, but it's not considered a distinct stage of sampling. So, the correct answer here is D. 6. Another name for snowball sampling is A. Nominated sampling, B. Voluntary sampling, C. Age, sex, and height, D. Weight, sex, and height. Answer, A. Nominated sampling. Snowball sampling is a method where existing study subjects recruit future subjects from among their acquaintances. Another term for this is nominated sampling. Options B, C, and D aren't alternative names for snowball sampling, they seem to be unrelated options. So, the correct answer here is A. 7. The following are tools for data collection except A. Questionnaires, B. checklist, C. Observing, D. Interview guide. Answer is C. Observing. Because questionnaires, checklists, and interview guides are all tools commonly used for data collection in research. However, simply observing isn't a tool, it's a method of data collection. So, the correct answer here is C. Observing. 8. A cross-sectional survey where the whole population is covered is known as A. Descriptive study, B. Cross-sectional comparative study, C. Cohort studies, D. Census. Answer, D. A census is a survey where the entire population is included. It's a complete enumeration of a population, rather than a sample. Options A, B, and C are all types of studies but don't specifically refer to surveys where the entire population is covered. So, the correct answer here is D. Census. 9. Which of the following methods of probability sampling is appropriate where the population is scattered over a wide geographical area and no frame or list is available for sampling? A. Multi-stage sampling, B. Area sampling, C. Cluster sampling, D. Systematic random sampling. Answer, C. Cluster sampling. Because this is a method where the population is divided into clusters, and then a random sample of clusters is selected for inclusion in the study. It's particularly useful when there is no frame or list available for sampling, and the population is scattered over a wide geographical area. So, the correct answer here is C. 10. A student researcher plans to collect data from 30 people across 3 focused discussions. This is an example of which type of study? A. Structured, B. Qualitative, C. Mixed, D. Quantitative. Answer, B. Qualitative, since focused discussions fall under qualitative research methods. Qualitative research focuses on exploring and understanding phenomena through in-depth exploration of cases or situations. Options A, C, and D might be used in other types of studies, but based on the scenario provided, qualitative research seems to be the most appropriate choice. So, the correct answer here is B. 11. The act of presenting the work of another author as if it's your own is referred to as A. Citation, B. Quoting, C. Plagiarism, D. Sampling. Answer, C. Plagiarism, because plagiarism is when someone presents the work or ideas of others as their own without proper acknowledgement. Options A and B are methods of properly attributing the work of others, while option D refers to a different concept altogether. So, the correct answer here is C. Plagiarism. 12. Which of the following would identify the goal of the study based on the identified problem? A. Purpose, B. Methodology, C. Assumption, D. Literature review. Answer is A. Purpose. The purpose of the study is what identifies the goal or objective of the research based on the identified problem. It outlines what the researcher aims to achieve through the study. Options B, C, and D are important components of a research study but do not specifically address the identified goal. So, the correct answer here is A. Purpose. 13. APA in full is A. American Psychological Association, B. American Psychiatric Association, C. American Pharmacological Association, D. American Physiological Association. Answer, A. American Psychological Association, since APA stands for the American Psychological Association, which is a professional organization representing psychologists in the United States. So, the correct answer here is A. American Psychological Association. 14. Which of the following actions would you immediately take upon realizing that the community members you are teaching about environment hygiene are no longer concentrating? A. Request them to move around. B. Ask one of them to tell you what they have understood. C. Change the method of teaching. D. Remind them of the importance of the topic. Answer is C. When you notice that your audience is losing concentration, it's important to adapt your teaching method to re-engage them. Options A, B, and D might have some utility in certain situations, but changing the teaching method is often the most effective way to regain attention and enhance learning. So, the correct answer here is C, change the method of teaching. 15. Which one is the primary source of information? A. Radio. B. Data from the field. C. Internet. D. Published research. Answer is B, because primary sources of information are first-hand accounts or original data collected directly from the source. Data collected from the field, through observations, interviews, surveys, or experiments, are considered primary sources. Options A, C, and D might provide information, but they are not considered primary sources. So, the correct answer here is B, data from the field. 16. The dependent variable is known as A. The categorical variable, B. Correlational, C. Predictable, D. Discrete. Answer, C. Predictable. This is because the dependent variable is the one that is being measured or tested in an experiment. It is the variable that may change as a result of changes in the independent variable. Option C doesn't accurately describe the dependent variable, instead, it seems to suggest a different concept. Options A, B, and D are unrelated or incorrect terms. 17. Plagiarism refers to the act of A. Publishing, B. Copying of another person's work without permission, C. Reference, D. None of the above. Answer is B, because plagiarism is the act of presenting someone else's work, ideas, or words as your own without proper attribution or permission. Options A, C, and D don't accurately define plagiarism, they represent different concepts. 18. Which of the following is the most commonly used referencing style? A. Vancouver style, B. MLA style, C. Lamb style, D. Turabian style. Answer, B. Modern language association. Style is one of the most commonly used referencing styles, especially in the humanities discipline. Options A, C, and D represent different referencing styles but are not as widely used as MLA style. So, the correct answer here is B. 19. The following are examples of random sampling methods except A. Snowball sampling, B. Stratified random sampling, C. Systematic sampling, D. Cluster sampling. Answer, A. Snowball sampling, as we know that snowball sampling is a non-probability sampling technique where existing study subjects recruit future subjects from among their fellows. Options B, C, and D are examples of random sampling methods, where every member of the population has an equal chance of being selected. 20. Characteristics of a good research problem include the following except A. It should conform to the policies, B. It should be comprehensive, C. It should be realistic, D. It should not be interesting to you alone. Answer, A. Because a good research problem should indeed be comprehensive, realistic, and not limited to personal interest alone. However, conforming to policies is not typically considered a characteristic of a research problem. Research problems should be guided by relevance, feasibility, and scholarly importance rather than policy adherence. 21. Which of the following is the best measure of central tendency for interval variable? A. Mode, B. Medium, C. Mean, D. None of the above. Answer: C. Mean. The mean is the most appropriate measure of central tendency for interval variables. It is calculated by adding up all the values and dividing by the number of observations. The mode and median can also be used for interval variables, but the mean provides the most precise representation of the central value. So, the correct answer here is C. Mean. 22. Which of the following is ordering? A. Ratio, interval, and nominal scale, B. Ratio, nominal, and ordinal scale, C. Ordinal scale, D. Interval. Answer: C. Ordinal scale. This is because ordering refers to arranging data in a specific sequence based on some criteria. The ordinal scale is a level of measurement that provides a ranking or ordering of variables. Options A, B, and D list different types of measurement scales but do not specifically refer to ordering. So, the correct answer here is C. Ordinal scale. 23. The information which is collected during the research process is known as A. Opinions, B. Data, C. Knowledge, D. Statistics. Answer: B. Data. Data refers to the information collected during the research process, which can be in the form of observations, measurements, responses, etc. Options A, C, and D are related to data but represent different concepts. So, the correct answer here is B. Data. 24. One of the following is not a characteristic of a research objective. A. Spontaneous, B. Time-bound, C. Measurable, D. Action-oriented. Answer: A. Spontaneous. Research objectives should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. SMART. Spontaneous does not fit into this framework for setting research objectives. Options B, C, and D are all characteristics of effective research objectives. So, the correct answer here is A. Spontaneous. 25. Which of the following describes a conceptual scope? A. Male, B. Congo River Basin, C. Female, D. Socioeconomic explanation of bilharzia. Answer: D. Socioeconomic explanation of bilharzia. A conceptual scope refers to the breadth or depth of the conceptual framework within which a study operates. Option D provides a clear conceptual scope by indicating the specific focus of the study on the socioeconomic aspects related to bilharzia. Options A, B, and C do not describe a conceptual scope but rather specific subjects or locations. 27. The following are examples of probability sampling design except A. Stratified random sampling, B. Purposive, C. Simple random sampling, D. Systematic sampling. Answer: B. Sense. Purposive sampling, also known as judgmental or selective sampling, is a non-probability sampling method where researchers deliberately choose participants based on their expertise or specific characteristics. Options A, C, and D are examples of probability sampling designs where every member of the population has an equal chance of being selected. 28. Which of the following research designs is used in the study of the relationship between two study variables? A. Correlational design, B. Case study design, C. Cross-sectional design, D. Longitudinal study design. Answer: A. Correlational design. Correlational design is used to examine the relationship between two or more variables without manipulating them. It measures the degree of association between variables, such as the strength and direction of the relationship. Options B, C, and D are different research designs used for various purposes but do not specifically focus on studying relationships between variables. 29. Which of the following study designs is best employed in testing a hypothesis? A. Observation, B. Case series, C. Case study, D. Experimental. Answer, D. Because experimental designs involve manipulating an independent variable to observe its effect on a dependent variable and allow for testing hypotheses about causal relationships. Options A, B, and C are observational or descriptive study designs that do not involve experimental manipulation of variables for hypothesis testing. 30. Which of the following methods would best create an exciting learning environment for a topic on domestic violence at the outpatients department? A. Discussion, B. Lecture, C. Role play, D. Demonstration. Answer is C. Role play, because role play involves participants acting out scenarios relevant to the topic, allowing them to engage directly with the material and gain practical insights. For a sensitive topic like domestic violence, role play can help participants understand different perspectives, practice communication skills, and explore potential responses in a safe environment. Options A, B, and D are effective teaching methods but may not elicit the same level of engagement and exploration as role play for this specific topic. So, the correct answer here is C. Role play.